Please introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Bridget. I am originally from Hong Kong, grew up in Hong Kong. The reason why I'm here is because I've met the Focolare Movement, which is a movement within the Catholic Church. And I'm part of the core group, those who are consecrated. And so I was in the United States for over 30 years and just recently transferred from the States. And now I'm living in the Focolare community here in Chiang Mai, Thailand.
My name is Giorgio. I am Italian. I was born near to Venice. And I'm also part of the Focolare movement. I met the Focolare, I was 20. Because of Focolare, I was living also in Cameroon, in Switzerland, in Philippines, Pakistan. And now, since practically 3 years, I am here in Thailand. I like to be in Thailand for many reasons. We feel that there is a strong spirituality here in Thailand.
What is Focolare?
So the Focolare movement is a movement within the Catholic Church. It was started around this time of Second World War in 1943, based on the spirituality of unity. The first small group of women, the founders, her name is Chiara Lubich, and they, but during the time of the World War, they would go into a shelter and they read the Bible, and then they were that particular phrase of Jesus, that all may be one, and also all the phrases in the Bible that God, tell us to love, that. So they feel that they want to love, to be able to contribute towards the prayer of Jesus, that all may be one. So the movement has grown in the Catholic Church, studied by the church, and is officially recognized, and is spread all over the world. I met the Focolare when I was a teenager back in Hong Kong, and it's a way of life. We want to build a united world, but it started from our little actions every day. If we don't make it to love the person next to me, I cannot build a better world. And so within the movement, there's youth, families, children, and also the dialogue with people of other faith, Christian churches, people of other religion, because we feel that there's a lot of things that bind us together, that we can build on those positive, remaining faithful to what our conscious belief that is, our faith, but to find that common ground that we can build a better world. In nowadays, there's so much conflicts in the world. We feel this urgency to give testimony that we can love, even though we could be different from each other. And with that, witness that we can contribute towards a better world. So we're all over the world. There's people with time that grow, people who are in the field of economy, the field of law, the field of medicine, the field of philosophy, trying to bring unity, bring love to the world.
You catch the essential, no? But also I would like to say this, that we are here and we have two community. Essentially, there are women community and male community in Chiang Mai that are the center of the Focolare movement, that is at the service of the church, at the service of many things to build really unity here in Chiang Mai. But the one who invited us to come here, it was not Catholic. It was a monk, a Buddhist monk that got to know Chiara Lubich. And he felt that there were a feeling that there were common background, that we could go ahead and to build something together. So we arrived in Chiang Mai because this monk asked Chiara Lubich, please, Chiara Lubich, open a Focolare here in Chiang Mai in order that we can continue this dialogue among us, no? That is also important, I think, to underline this, just to say that for us, dialogue is something really important, but with respect. So now we are not asked to change our beliefs, not at all. and we grow together in order to go together toward a united world.
Mhm.
What is spirituality and why should we care?
In general, spirituality is one's desire to look for meaning in life. This connection with a God. My family have no faith, but I've always grew up in Catholic schools, so I came to know of God, and so for me, this desire for spiritual life, rooted in the Catholic Church, discover a God that loves me, and that I want to love Him back. What it means to love is to love the people around me, because I cannot love God that I don't see without loving the people around me. And also, for me, it's important because I think it's deep within our heart to yearn for something higher. So it's not why do we care? Because I want to be happy, and I believe that loving God by loving people around me, that makes me happy.
As a human, we are not only material. Our life is not only physical, but also spiritual. And there's a spiritual aspect is something that in all the times was questioning the humanity in different way. Me, I feel personally that this aspect that I need to nourish of spirituality is above all try to love, because in Catholic Christian faith we know that God is love. If we love, we meet God, and if we grow in love, we go ahead in this relationship with God. For me, it's essential to grow in love every day. Try to be better every day better. Because love is something that make me feel happy. There is more happiness in giving than in receiving. So I felt that we needed to care about our spirituality. In particularly, I feel that in Jesus, religion is not only rules, is not only worship, is an encounter with a person. So the encounter with this person, which is Jesus, make me happy. I know that I have a friend always beside me. I know that I can always refer to him. Is with me every day, every night. So is spirituality for me is this encounter with Jesus, my relationship with Jesus, my how to say to compare my life with the message of Jesus. May I in the right direction? May I not in the right direction? And so grow in this relationship with Jesus. For me, that is the meaning of spirituality. And then I care for the spirituality because without spiritual life, human are not, are not simple animal, are something more, much more. So it's important as a human being to care about the spirituality, I think.
What happens when we die?
Since our faith is that of Christian faith, we believe that when we died, we will rise. This in the Bible is that we will rise with Jesus. And as we were saying earlier, that this paradise is this living with God constantly, and we can feel this paradise here on earth when we really love one another. Is we start building it here, and we experience that as we pass. So he said, when we die, is this personal encounter with him face to face. Yeah.
I think that when we die is not is the encounter with Jesus, surely, with Mary, with a lot of people, but also with our dearest one, I encounter again my mother, my father, the people that I love here on earth, and then now they are already in the other side, So I will meet them. So for me, I also I don't know. Perhaps I will be fear. I will fear in the last moment. But thinking of the death now, I don't think as a sad things, because it will be the encounter with someone that I love for all my life, that makes sense of my life. So it's not something that's a finish. No, it's the new beginning. I will meet there again. So it's a new beginning. And I don't know, perhaps it's not yet in the physical encounter, but it's a surely spiritual encounter. But sometimes our spiritual experience is more stronger than our physical experience. Is more stronger the spiritual life than the physical life. So me, I believe really that life never stops. Life continue. Life continue is immortal life. The more the life is immortal. When I will be in paradise, here on earth I try to live for the united world, for more justice, for the fraternity, for unity. I will not stop when I will die. My spiritual life will continue to work for the good of humanity. Even I am thinking that now, being here on earth, I have a limited body. So I cannot do a lot of things because my body is limited. When I will be in the paradise on another side, I am sure that I can do much more for the humanity. So I don't fear that. I have to say that I don't fear that, because there is a meaning also aside of the death of this passage. There is another dimension of life that now we experience from time to time also here on earth. Sometimes we have deeply experienced it here in earth that are so strong that we can say, oh, that is like paradise. But okay, but perhaps it is not continuous, but later on it will be continued.
What is important in life?
I didn't choose myself, but I just simply thank God for giving me life. Life is like a golden thread that, he has it in mind from eternity. And for me is to discover this golden thread, his plan on love, that if I try to correspond and try to live it, and I reach, his plan, which is he has a beautiful plan for each person, So I simply, thank God for giving me life. Also giving me the possibility of knowing him. My family, they have no faith, but they put me in a Catholic school. So every circumstances behind, there's the love of God behind it. And also I've been in church, meet different groups, and then I got to learn the spirituality of the Focolare, and it, which has really helped me live more congruously in everyday life, to grow in this relationship with him. Everything is his love, and it's only the desire to correspond to the love of God with my life.
So I am happy of the life because I have the possibility to do something for the other people. Here on earth, there are a lot of struggles. There are a lot of bad things, no? But there are a lot of good people too, good things too. And I can be also a person that can help to grow the humanity. No, it's more things. But I can do it. I remember at a certain point, I went in Africa because they were asking me to develop a laboratory. My works, it was I was working in the hospital as a medical checkup, medical, yes, checkup. And so I went. They asked me to go to Africa to help an hospital there, and it was successful, and I was happy. I went to Philippines. I worked for a social center. I could help people there. I was happy. I remember one day, for instance, I was going to this social center, and I met a person that there are a lot of people live in the streets in Manila. No, there are a lot of people. One of them, at a certain point, you could see that he was really hungry, and he was asking to a shop something to eat, but he was refused. So I was really surprised of that refusing. So I promised to myself, okay, tomorrow surely I will give him food. So I did it, and the day after, then I continue every day. I find other people, 3, 4, 5. I had my backpack that at a certain point was full of food going to work. But not only, at a certain point with the youth that works also in that center, we decide, okay, let's do like that. Twice a week, we can cook food and we pack it, and we go around in the street of Manila to feed the people. And it was a fantastic experience. The youth were so happy, and me too, I was so happy. So I thanks the life, because the life, if we live helping the other, give us immense joy, So for that reason, I can experience already in this life the joy that one day it will be also in paradise, and we can help the people that are in need, and to help them not only materially, but also in spiritual advices, in in spiritual way. That is because we can grow together. That is important. We are not alone. We are a community. We are all united. We are brother and sister. We need to go ahead together. So that me really, I thanks God for this life because of that.
Please share some final thoughts with our listeners.
It's love that brings people together. It's love that brings a united world. It's love that brings us closer to God. If you look at this world, that we want to build a united world, and we see so many conflicts. Is it possible? Believe that every single little acts of love that we do in our everyday life adds to that. If we don't do our part, we can't do it. So, to love.
What is love? No, there are many meaning of love. For Jesus, means love is to serve. To serve means to be at the service of the other. No, be at the service of the other. That is means love. There is more joy in giving than in receiving. And that is a radiant experience. So, not be afraid to give yourself. Not be afraid to love, because you can experience that there is really more joy. After giving, you feel something inside. I think that you also experience surely in your life when you do something for your kids, when you do something for your colleagues, and so on. You feel that there is joy inside of you, that you have done something good. So please continues to do that, and continues to do that not only when everything is okay, but also under difficulties. Also under difficulties. Because Jesus continues to love even when he was in the way of Calvary. Even that moment when he was tortured, when he was killed, he continued to love. So just to teach us that we have to continue to love in the good and bad moment of our life, because there is also resurrection in our life. Love is life, always life. Life never ends if you live your life with love. That is my wish for everybody. God bless you a lot.